One of the features that I really like in Canva is the brand feature. And if I go to my homepage and I click on brand, I can actually create a brand kit, which has all of the fonts and colors and images that I use frequently in my design. And for an example, I have created one for the Big Six LPS Tech Tools so that I have this kit available whenever I'm creating something for that. So you'll notice too, when I click inside my brand kit, I have an image here that I've created that's kind of a logo for the Big Six. I use this logo frequently, and I have some other frequently used images that I've added to my brand kit. Another thing you can add to the brand kit are colors that you frequently use. So I use these two Linfield colors. This is the actual Linfield blue. This is the actual Linfield yellow. And I was able to add those by their color number. So if I want to add to my color palette, I just simply click here. I drag my little wheel around here, and I can drag it here. Like if I wanted like a green color, and till I get my desired color, and then I click off, and there it is. So I can remove that at any time. And you can also add color palettes, which is kind of neat. So for instance, underneath, I have Luscious Lemonade here, and these are Canva created color palettes, and they kind of just group different colors together that they think will complement each other. So I have a couple selected here. And to get those, you go to add new color palette. And then you can search up, like if you wanted like a pink palette, or I'll try a yellow. And it's going to give you just some options for different color palettes. So let's say I liked, I don't know, Apple Shine here. I could just click on it, and it will add it to the bottom of all of my color palettes. And if I need to remove that, I can delete the palette right here if I decide I don't want it. So for fonts, what you can do is whenever you add a heading to a design, you can grab from your brand kit and select the fonts that you like to use. So for instance, right now, if I add a title to anything I design, and I access my brand kit, I can actually select the font that I use and the size that I want it to be. And I've done the same with the subtitle. If I want to create like a heading, I can go in there and choose a font that I want my heading to be. And this is a great way if you like certain fonts to kind of keep them at the forefront as you design. I'll choose Deco just for the heck of it. And you can always go back and edit these or trash them if you don't want them there. The new thing is that Canva has added to the brand kit is called Brand Voice. So you can write down some sentences describing your brand. So if it's your classroom, maybe you want to type out your classroom philosophy. And that is used kind of in an AI sort of way. When you start creating in Canva, you can grab that voice, and Canva will help you design things in that voice, which is kind of neat. You can also add photos, graphics, and icons to your brand kit. You just click here and you upload them from your computer or whatever device you're on, and it will save them there. So how do I then use all this? Once I build my brand kit, how do I use it, and how do I bring it into my designs? I will show you. So if I go back to my homepage and I try to design something, I'm going to go and just choose a logo here. And I open my logo, and you'll notice here I have the option for, in my menu, a brand. So what I can do is it's going to show me my Big Six LPS Tech Tools branding kit and some of my colors and palettes. And oh, there are my fonts. So if I click here for my title, it's already set. And if I want to make a subtitle here, my text and font is already preset for me. And it just makes it really quick to design something very consistent. And remember, it's not set in stone. So if you drag in your subtitle that you have in your brand kit and you want to go in and change it in the initial design, you absolutely can go up and change that. Here's the brand voice kit piece. And also I have my logos here. So let's say I wanted to drag in my Belong, Connect, Grow logo, I can do that. It's all here for me right in my little toolbar area, and I don't have to go looking for it. Again, here's my title from my brand kit. I can edit that to reflect what I'm creating. And I have everything from my color palette here to drag in. So for instance, here I go to my color palette. I just clicked on my palette and it added to my design colors from my palette. And if I want to shuffle those, Canva will shuffle that for me to kind of create something that looks a little bit different, but using all the same colors from my color palette. So I don't have to go up and individually change the text style and size and color of every single thing if I'm creating something for my brand. So this is super helpful if you're creating like a newsletter, or if you want to have a classroom theme and have everything look just professional and consistent. It's a great idea to build a brand kit. And when you're working in Canva, you can just kind of pull from that brand. The other thing I wanted to show you is just the brand templates. And actually, you know what? I want to go back to that logo that I was just creating to show you. So let's say I create this, that should say logo, this logo, and let me just remove that for now. And I want to add this as a template for others to use in my classroom, or in this case, I could add it to the LPS district team. If I wanted to add this as a template for others to use, so like if you were creating a newsletter and you wanted others on your team to be able to use the template, you can actually share it and you can make it a brand template. So when you make it a brand template, you're able to add it to a folder and publish it. So let's say I wanted to, let me publish it to my projects. That is going to be, if I share that project with anyone else, this is going to be available for them to use. So if I am on let me go home and I can actually show you here. If I am on, this is my education account, but if I go to the Linfield Public Schools one, and I go and I click on brand and then brand templates, you will see any templates that are created and shared with that Linfield Public Schools account. So there's one in here created by Stephanie, and she's shared that with everybody. So brand kits are really cool if you want to just take a few minutes and start creating your own themes and colors, and making it very easier on yourself as you move forward designing in Canva to kind of pull those out. Brand templates are kind of interesting to use if you're working with multiple people and you want to share templates. I hope those two things help you in your future designs in Canva.